Hey, I'm calling about that insertion into the big, beautiful bill of not being able to sue the government without posting a bond. I don't think most people understand what suing the government means. I myself have been involved in 2 lawsuits with the government. One was a forced to change suit, and most people think that if you sue somebody, there's money involved. Well, a forced to change suit is forcing the state in question to change the laws because they've screwed up and people have suffered. Mm-hmm. These are expensive lawsuits to fight. They're always class action, and most often the lawyers are nonprofit organizations. In that first lawsuit to force the state of Utah to change its laws, we were represented by the National Center for Youth Law. They invested, I don't know how many thousands of man-hours. This was a long suit. It took a long time. And in the end, we were successful. The laws were changed. They had outside auditors come in to audit the state's finances and how they were applying certain laws. And the other was me against the Social Security Administration. And again, I was represented by a nonprofit attorney through the Rural Legal Services in California. And this was expensive, and it took a long time. I think the reason that they've inserted this in the bill is because Trump has lost court case after court case after court case.
Yep, he's lost 187 of them so far out of 300.
Exactly, and what the average American citizen doesn't understand is that all of these class action lawsuits, all of these smaller lawsuits, or maybe not small is not the right word, but all these hundreds of lawsuits that are flying under their radar affects them directly. Every lawsuit against the government has happened because there's been mistakes, errors, or they've just not done their job right.
Or in some cases, and criminal activity.
I'm trying to be generous here.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, criminal activity. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of playing around with the books.
Or Trump just ignoring, which by definition is criminal activity.
But I'm not just speaking about Trump specifically.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The Republicans have this agenda, but every lawsuit against the government that has ever been filed is arduous, expensive, and has a broader implication for the average citizen that doesn't even know that that lawsuit has been filed, fought, and won.
Correct.
And that's the thing that people need to kind of wake up to. If we can't fight for our rights in the courts of the United States, we are truly under dictatorship. We have no rights unless the king says so. We have no rights unless the dictator says so. The courts become kangaroo courts. You can't get into them.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Sean, you did just an absolutely marvelous job in the problem here, and thank you so much. Appreciate the call.